Hey everyone, this is Kyle from Fioney, and to start off 2024, I have something special to share. Although I'm actually in a hotel room right now, a couple of months ago my wife and I purchased our first home, which proved to be both exciting and eye-opening. So being a personal finance blogger and YouTuber, I figured I'd go through the expensive of just buying the house, but first let's take a tour of the place. Alright, so here's the living room with a fireplace and a skylight up here that leads into the kitchen, and then of course over here we have up to the second level and then down to the basement that we'll do in just a minute. All right, stepping into the kitchen, we have a place for a table. Right now this dog's bed's just there, so we can keep her situated when we are moving in. That leads out to the backyard, and then here is the kitchen. One of the things we don't love, we wanted a little bit different of a kitchen setup, but luckily this is at least nice and wide. It's not quite like a galley style kitchen, so it worked for us. Let's see me in the mirror there. Here we have pantry, and then we have, this is to the attached garage, and then down here is a half bath with some just the best wallpaper. So let's head back and up to the second story. All right, so let's head up the stairs. As we do, I'll show you the living room view again. All right, so up here we have a full bath, a sink, toilet, and the shower tub. And this has entry from the hallway, and then as you'll see, it also enters from the main bedroom. This is the second bedroom on this level. We have a closet, and this is basically going to be our office if all goes to plan, basically. So that's nice to have that on the opposite side from the main bedroom. And here we are. So rather than having like a true ensuite, this just has a vanity here and then a separate door to that full bath we already saw. And then over here is a closet. So, I mean, personally, I do kind of wish that we had a real ensuite, but hey, I think there's enough other good things with this house that wasn't a deal breaker by any means. And one of those reasons that we liked that made it worth it was this right here, these stairs. We love having stairs, having different levels to our homes. We have since we were kids, so that's something we definitely want to keep. And it's not easy to find a place that has several different levels but also isn't gigantic. So this is like a decent amount of room for us, but it's also not overly. So all right, on that note, down to the finished basement. All right, so here we are in the basement. That's where we came in at, and then over here is a closet, and it's actually pretty darn big. So you see we have all this space, got a little like Harry Potter room under the stairs here, and yeah, so plenty of storage there. Hopefully we don't need it all. That also leads out to the backyard. That's just the window. This one does not have a walkout to the backyard, which I actually don't mind. I think I kind of prefer it that way, just having the window. And so then moving on from that, we have our washer dryer, which weren't going to be kept with the unit, but we requested when we made our offer, which I'll get into in a minute. And then we have another full bath, including, this one has a standing shower rather than a shower tub, which again, I actually prefer. So I kind of wish that this was upstairs, but you know, this would be great for guests. My plan for down here is to probably turn this into a studio of some sort, put some lights and a green screen against one of the walls, and then also use the rest of it for a bed and some guest stuff. There's not a door down from the main level or here, but otherwise this is a nice private area for guests because they do have that full bath. So I think that'll be great. And then let's head back upstairs. All right, and here we are once again in the main living room, the fan and the skylight. and the front door. So now let's go ahead and talk about how much we paid for all of this. So now let me break down the expenses associated with buying this home. First, we ended up paying $220,000 for the house, so with 20% down, that worked out to $44,000. Starting with fees that I actually understand, and two that we could have paid at closing but decided to pay ahead of time, there was costs for the appraisal as well as the inspections. For the inspection, we also chose to have them do radon, termites, and mold in addition to the regular inspection, so that came to $850 before an unfortunate 3% credit card fee. Meanwhile, the appraisal fee was $585. Next, we have my new favorite oxymoron, discount fee. Since interest rates are high and we bought a couple of months ago when they were even higher, we did end up buying points, which means we spent a small amount to get a slightly lower interest rate, and I do mean slightly lower. Thus, the $172 fee took down our final interest rate to 7.999. Rather than go through line by line of the rest, I'm just going to show them on the screen in sections, starting with some various services. The one I'm most curious about here is the processing fee, as that's the largest expense in this section. And then there's the titling services, which came out to nearly $1,100, and again, I don't really know what these mean. This next section I understand a bit more, as it represents some prepayments we had to make, such as paying for a year of our homeowner's insurance up front, as well as our property taxes, and preloading some money into our escrow account. This is also where we had to prepay the interest from our closing date through the first. Finally, there was this $337 owner title policy fee that says optional next to it, but I guess I ended up paying that. In total, our closing costs came to $5,878.72 on top of our $44,000 down payment. Meanwhile, while our interest and principal payments will total $1,291.30 per month, our mortgage payments with the estimated escrow will be $1,455. The first one of those was due on January 1st, so it's a good thing we already paid. Anyway, I hope you found this dive into the real expenses of buying a home interesting, and if you'd like to learn more about what I learned during the process, such as how your Apple Card could mess with your mortgage application or all of the spam you get once you buy a home, I'll have links to my new home buying series on Fioney in the description box down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and be sure to subscribe because we have new videos all the time. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time here on Fioney.